Today we're going to be learning the surya namaskar or sun salutation. It's one of the most amazing sequences you can learn in yoga. You can make so many different variations of it once you get it into your body. So let's begin, and as always, honor your body, be kind, be patient, and listen to your intuition. Okay, let's get started. There are many different variations of the Surya Namaskar. This one is the classical Surya Namaskar. It is recommended when you are learning to take bricks with you so that the floor can come to meet you to get a better opening in the body. So take with you bricks or books or something sturdy to place your hands on. Have your bricks in hand's reach. You may or may not need them, we'll see. And then begin by standing at the top of your mat with your legs together and your feet together. Always in the Surya Namaskar, we keep the legs together. If there's a tendency for low back pain, it's okay to keep the legs hip distance apart. Otherwise, feet together. So standing at the front of your mat, legs together, lift from the inner arches, lift the kneecaps. So the legs are really engaged here, drawing that energy up from the earth. Then lift the low belly, spread the shoulder blades, take the hands in namaste at the chest. So one long line here from crown of the head to heels. Inhale. Exhale, bow your head, look within. This is a really good time to remind yourself of an intention you have for your practice, or just reflect inwards. Then from here, lifting from the low belly, inhale, lift your arms overhead, press the hips forward, arch back. We never hold this pose. Then bend deeply, deeply in the knees. Keep the back long as you follow your namaste hands all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way down. Take the hands to the floor and straighten the legs. If the legs don't straighten here, if your hands don't reach the floor, this is where you take something under the hands. Bring the floor to meet you. So whether you have hands on the bricks or hands on the floor, straighten the legs. Root the heels, lift the backs of the hamstrings, reaching into the sitting bones, and release the spine, neck, and head forward. To the best of your ability, it is hard without an outside eye, see that your hips are above your heels, without letting the heels lift. And then release the spine, release the head. I always say here, strong legs, soft spine. Then bend your knees, belly comes to the top of the thigh, and open the chest, look forward. Again, it's okay if your hands are on bricks here. So resting the belly on the tops of the thighs, opening the chest to look forward. The spine moves into the body. So we just had opening the back body, and now we have opening the front body. So open the chest, open the throat, look forward. Then exhale, take the hands to the mat. If you have bricks, move them to the side now. Hands to the mat, and step your right leg back. We always start with the right. Step the right leg back. Knee comes to the ground, and the toes point back. Now here it is very important that your knee and ankle on the front leg are directly on top of one another. So if your foot is back behind you like this, then you must bring the foot forward, forward, forward. One straight line here. And this is to protect the knee joint. So from here, hands under the shoulders. It is okay to take bricks under the shoulders if the hands don't reach the floor. It's actually even nice if you can reach the floor because it gives a little more elevation. So, from here, opening the chest as you inhale, releasing the hips in space as you exhale. So really let the hips sink. Inhale here. Exhale, take the hands back to the mat in line with your front foot. Tuck your back toes and then step back into plank, Palakasana. So here in plank, the arms are directly under the shoulders. The heels are reaching back. Crown of the head reaches forward. Lifting from the low belly, the front body lifts to meet the back. If this is way too much, it's okay to go on half knees, but typically we don't hold it so long. And then lift the front body to meet the back body. Spread the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Knees to the mat. Toes point back. The buttock stays in the air. And the chest comes to the floor along with the chin in between the hands. So knees, tops of the feet, the middle of the rib cage and the chin are resting here on the floor. Elbows close to the body and elbows drawing back towards the heels. Here, after practice, it's really nice when you can release the weight of the chest into the earth. Gives a really nice release. Then from here, using the hands, pull yourself forward, inhale. Belly comes to the floor. Open the chest, open the throat. So here, the tops of the feet and the legs are rooted into the earth. The front chest is opening and there's no weight in the hands. So the back muscles are working here. Elbows are still close to the body, drawing back to the heels. Open the throat. Then from here, everything stays the same. The only thing that changes is exhale, bow the head to look at the heart. So now we open the back of the neck. If the forehead reaches, you can take the forehead all the way to the floor. Then from here, root your pinky toes so the heels will come apart from one another. Lift your kneecaps, lift your lower belly. So the lower body is really engaged here. Then press the hands into the mat, elbows stay close to the body. Inhale, lift and open the frontal chest. Elbows are close to the body, shoulders move away from the ears, and the spine moves into the body. So the pelvis is on the floor here. And note how my elbows are bent. You don't have to straighten the arms. In fact, it's almost better. So root the feet really strongly. Lift the low belly, open the chest, open the throat. Then exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, up and back for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So legs and feet are still together. Root the heels into the earth or towards the earth if they're not reaching. Lift the kneecaps and then press the hands into the earth to lift the pelvis towards the ceiling. Release the head and release the neck. The shoulder blades spread and the hands root. So your hips are lifting towards the earth. Heels are dropping into the earth. Hips are lifting to the ceiling. Heels are dropping into the earth. Releasing the head, releasing the neck. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the right leg between the hands. So it's still the right leg, we're still on one side. Starting with the right, still with the right. And we come back to this pose. So again, see that your stance is wide enough. If the foot is back, if the knee is over the toes, you need to widen the stance to protect the knee joint. So ankle and knee in one line, hands under the shoulders. Inhale to open the chest. Drop the hips in space, lifting from the low belly. Again, it's really nice to take bricks here to lift the chest even more. wherever you are. Inhale here, and then exhale, hands come back to the mat, and this time we step forward. Legs come together, and we're back in Uttanasana where we started. So legs together, feet together, lifting from the backs of the legs, releasing the head, releasing the spine, releasing the neck. Then bend deeply in the legs. Take the hands in Namaste in front as best you can, parallel with the floor. Root into the heels. And now using your leg muscles, so back stays long, press into the heels. Inhale, lift up, arch back, hips come forward. And exhale, hands to the heart. And pause. Whew. And that was one side. So now we do the left side, and that equals to one full round. When we flow, we move through breath by breath. So it's inhale, move, inhale, move, exhale, move. Obviously now, as I'm teaching you, it has to be slower. So now we move a little faster. Left side. Exhale to bow the head. Inhale, lift up, arch back, hips forward. Exhale, bend deeply in the legs. Come with a long back, down, 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 down with your Namaste hands to the floor. Release the head, release the neck. Hands on bricks here or hands at the floor, wherever you need to be to straighten the legs. Root the heels, lift the backs of the thighs, lift the kneecaps, and release the forehead, release the spine down. If you are very open and the hands are at the floor, work to get the hands in line with the feet and draw the belly to the top of the thighs. Then bend your knees. Belly comes to the tops of the thighs. Open the chest and look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat, and now the left leg back. So again, check your alignment. Check that the knee and ankle are in one straight line. Hands under the shoulders, on the floor or on bricks. Inhale to open the chest, lift from the low belly, release the hips forward. Open the throat, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. And step back for Palakasana, plank. So legs together, feet together, crown and heels reaching away from one another, lifting the front body to meet the back body. Inhale, exhale, knees to the mat, toes point back, buttock stays lifted, and lower the chest between the hands, chin comes to the floor. So toes are pointing back, chest and chin are releasing to the floor, elbows close to the body and drawing towards the heels. Then use the hands to pull yourself forward onto the belly, open the chest as you inhale. So again, the hands have no weight in them here. It's the back muscles doing the work. Elbows are close to the body and moving towards the heels to open the chest, open the throat. Prepare your legs by rooting the pinky toes, lifting the kneecaps, lifting the low belly. Everything stays the same. And then exhale, bow your head. If the forehead meets the ground, great. But just open the back of the neck wherever you are. Now, continue preparing the legs as we just had, so they're already in place. Lift the low belly very strongly, hands under the shoulders, and inhale, press into the earth, open the chest, spine moves into the body, Bhujangasana. Keep the elbows bent here, if possible, and then exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Rooting the heels, lifting the hips towards the ceiling. Pressing back into the legs, releasing the head, releasing the neck. Letting the shoulder blades come apart from one another and rooting your whole hand into the earth. Inhale to look forward Exhale, step your left leg between the hands. Again, find your alignment. If the back knee gets very sore here, it's okay to pad it with a blanket or a small pillow. Hands under the shoulders. Open the chest as you inhale, so hips release forward, opening that, whatever side you're on, opening the side of the body. Lift from the low belly, open the chest, open the throat. Then exhale, hands to the mat, and step forward for Uttanasana. Forward fold. Again, release the head, release the neck. Strong legs and soft spine. Then bend deeply in the legs. Hands in Namaste in front, as best you can, parallel with the floor. Really bend in, root the heels. Then from the legs, inhale, lift up, arch back. Hips come forward, and exhale. Hands back to heart. And pause. Great work. Right leg, then left leg. Open in the front body, open in the back body. When we inhale, we open the front body, and when we exhale, we open the back body. As you progress, there's so many variations you can do of this. There's so many different elements you can add into the Surya Namaskar. It's really, really wonderful. So repeat this video as many times as you need to get the rhythm, the system into your body, so then you can do it almost without thinking. So let's do one round together with one breath in each pose. It's okay if you don't get everything right. It's okay if you are struggling to catch up, but just to get a sense of the rhythm. Standing at the top of your mat, hands in Namaste at the chest. Exhale, bow the head. Inhale, lift up, arch back. Exhale, come forward and down, release the head. Strong legs. Inhale to open the chest, look forward. Exhale, step the right leg back. Hands under the shoulders or hands under the bricks, onto the bricks. Inhale to open the chest, release the hips. Exhale, hands to the mat and step back for plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chin and chest to the mat. Toes point back. Inhale, pull yourself forward onto the belly, open the chest. Exhale to gaze at the heart. Open the back of the neck. Root your legs, lift your low belly. Inhale for Bhujangasana, open the chest. Exhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for Adho Mukha, downward dog. Release the neck, release the head. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right leg between the hands. Hands under the shoulders, to the mat or to the bricks. Inhale, open the chest, drop the hips. Exhale, hands to the mat and step forward for Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the legs, take the hands in Namaste in front. Inhale, lift up, arch back. And exhale, hands to heart. So that was one side. We did right, right. Now we do left, left. Inhale, lift up, arch back. Exhale, come forward and down. Release the head, release the neck, strong legs. Inhale, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, step the left leg back. Check your setup. Make sure the knee and ankle are in line. Inhale to open the chest, look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat and step back for plank, Palakasana. One long straight line, lifting, pressing the earth away. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the mat, toes point back. Chin and chest to the earth. Use the hands. Inhale, slide forward onto the belly. Open the chest, using the back muscles only here. Exhale, gaze at the heart. Prepare the legs, root them, lift the low belly. Press into the mat. Inhale, open up, Bhujangasana, open the throat. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Release the neck, release the head. Press back into the legs, lift the sitting bones. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left leg between the hands. Hands under the shoulders, on the mat or on bricks. Open the chest, release the hips in space. Inhale, exhale, hands to the mat and step forward for Uttanasana. Release the head, strong legs, soft spine. Bend deeply in the legs, hands in Namaste in front. Inhale, lift up, arch back. And exhale, hands to heart. Pause. And feel. Good work. Good job. Well done. If it's all new and it feels so overwhelming, just be patient with yourself. That's all you can do. Be patient and be kind. And any questions, let me know. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.